Hello, hello, beautiful ones. This is a super interesting topic today. Super interesting. I'll just wait and see if anyone's able to hop on while I'm here. I will tag you guys that wanted to know about this subject. And I'm interested to know what you think about this. Do you believe in reincarnation? Do you need a bit more evidence? So I did a poll not long ago asking what you guys wanted to hear about first, soul contracts or reincarnation. And most of you said both, which makes sense because really they do tie in together. So hello to those of you who do not know me yet. I'm Sarah Lyons from Sarah Chakra Clearing, and I help struggling souls, light workers, earth angels, star seeds, and all of those beautiful, beautiful things just to help you along your awakening journey. Hello, Narelle. How are you, darling? You haven't missed anything. I'm about to start. It says there's someone else on here. I can't see who it is. Maybe say hello. Sometimes when we comment, it can help the comments come up. And if not, sometimes there's just a lag and there's nothing I can do about it. So hello anyway, if you are commenting. I'd love to know your thoughts. Hello, Nicole. How are you? Yes, comments are working. So do you believe in reincarnation or do you need a little more evidence? What is your perspective on soul contracts? So this is something that I've just come into knowing on my awakening journey, and I'm really excited to be sharing this with you today. Okay, like I said, they really tie into each other, and most of you wanted to know about both, so I'm doing just a collective live today on both of these, which makes total sense. So first of all, soul contracts, you may already have a little knowing around this. You know, you might meet someone in your life and you just feel this pull, and I'm not necessarily talking about partners. Because that's a whole nother realm of soulmates and twin flames. But today we're talking about soul contracts, and you may have felt a pull to someone in your life, or someone may have just come into your life just for a short amount of time, but that really meant something to you, and you got something out of that. You really learned something from knowing that person, and these can be really beautiful, positive relationships. This can also be negative, okay? So before we are even born, we as a soul, as that energy, that consciousness, we're basically, to put it simply, we sit down with our spirit team or our council of light, and it is decided what we're going to learn in this life and what soul contracts we're going to have, okay? So this could be specific people that you meet along the way, and you have this inner nudge like, wow, we have a ridiculous amount of things in common, okay? Or this person just seems to really resonate with you on a deep level. You feel that soul connection, okay? They're soul connections. But the soul contracts are that these people come into your life and you come into their life for a reason. And sometimes this happens and we think, wow, we've come from other sides of the country or the planet, and we still manage to meet each other, and it's a really intricate, special relationship. You get a lot out of this. These are soul contracts, okay? We hear a lot about soul contracts in business, when we're soul contracted to work with someone, or they are soul contracted to work with us, because they're going to get something really special out of that relationship. But these are also friendships, and like I said, people that just might come into your life for a short period of time. Okay, any questions about that? Pop them in the comments. Let me know your perspective on this. If you feel this pull, if you feel this inner knowing about soul contracts. And the reason why this ties in with reincarnation is because so many times, lifetime after lifetime, we will be meet up with the same souls. We will be born into the same soul families. And with reincarnation, I have a really beautiful story, and it doesn't go for long, but I just wanted to let you know these are for the ones that may be struggling with this concept. Most of us as humans want to know that our consciousness lives on after death, and I can tell you there is so much evidence. Just looking at near-death experiences even can really help you wake up to this truth. Now, I have a little story about this little boy, and his name's Ryan. This is back in 2009. He was about 4 years old then. Now, he began waking up, clutching his chest and screaming about how his heart had exploded in Hollywood, right? And his mother, Cindy, became intrigued when this little boy revealed more details from this former life. He insisted once that he lived in a house in Hollywood on a street with the name Rock in it, where he had 3 sons and a friend named Senator Fives. So one day his mum was going through a book featuring photos from an old Hollywood album, and the little boy peeked over his shoulder and excitedly identified one of the men. And he said that the man's name was George, and the other guy was himself. So his mum contacted a psychiatrist, obviously, who was from actually the medical centre who conducts research on reincarnation. And the psychiatrist verified the man in the photo was a film star named George Raft. And the other man was named Martin Martin, who died in 1964. And upon contacting Martin's daughter, she confirmed that Martin was a Hollywood agent. He lived in North Roxbury Drive, had 3 sons, and once met with New York Senator Irving Ives. So after meeting with Martin's daughter, Ryan lost interest in his Hollywood memories. So this was a healing experience for him. And this is what we find so common with reincarnation stories, is that once this child or this person who's sort of being maybe possibly traumatized by this experience, once they go back to the spot where they lived or died, this is where the healing occurs. And this is really common in the stories that we hear and see of people with past life memories. They may be having lots of dreams, and it can feel quite traumatizing to them not knowing. But once they get to go back to that place where they lived, the place where they died, the healing occurs and they're able to move on in this lifetime. Okay, so do you have any questions about reincarnation? It's a big subject, and I've done my best to explain it to you guys today in simple terms. And there is heaps more stories out there. There used to be a show on Netflix or Foxtel at one time, and that was dedicated to children reliving their past lives through dreams and experiences, and it's so interesting. So I don't know if you're still on, Narelle or Nicole. I can see someone's here. Do you have any questions around this, around soul contracts or around reincarnation? It's a fascinating subject, and it's something you can look into forever if you wanted to. Actually, one of the ladies in my Goddess Alchemy Academy, we went through past life experience, Ascension School, and she remembered being a little boy that drowned on the Titanic, and that was very healing for her because she didn't want to go on cruises. She was deadly afraid that something was going to happen on a cruise. So she was able to find some healing around that. She actually went back and looked at the manifesto on the ship, found a little boy about that age, his name, and when she looked up the photos, his mother looked exactly like her mother in this lifetime, which was super interesting. Okay, my darlings, I can't see any comments coming up. I'll check my phone when I hop off because, like I said, there is a lag. And this is something we could talk about forever. Hopefully I've answered some little burning questions there. If you do want to know more about soulmates and twin flames, that's something else I can come in and talk about, and I'll be happy to do that. So have a lovely rest of your day. Ta-da.